So folks, here's a long-awaited treasure. This is the Waldo Cemetery, Waldo, Oregon that is, aka used to be the Sailors Digging Cemetery. This is my third trip up here to finally find it, and finally found it after way too much time spent on this one. But you know, like a dumb there was a road going directly up to it, although it is closed off at the main road, Waldo Road, which is to my northeast. There's supposed to be roughly 150 people, I believe, in this cemetery. But as you can see, there's 4 markers here, and then there's 4 more white posts. I'm sorry, 3 white posts and a metal marker right here. And then you got this nice one in the fence here, and you can see forwards a little bit further, another fence, and then there's a third fence up even further. So let's see, we have Ole Valen, born in 1832, died in 1908. Poor Ole. Had a nice long life though. Let's see here, Philip Henry, age 23 days. Let's see, Jenny Sibley Weston, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, I apologize. Died February 14th, 1865, Valentine's Day. Actually, what is that, 9 years after Oregon became a state. And then George F., I assume that's probably shortened from something with that dot there, but I could be wrong. I have to look at that later. Died March 5th, 1865. And then wife and children of John C. Weston. So quite a few people are buried in this little plot here. Let's see here. There's a couple more white markers over there. I don't know if you can see them. Got a white marker down here on the side of this, and then there's a cross over here. Let's go look at this one, see what we got here. Just a cross, not much else. Here's another post with all the little metal signs. Looks like some dumbass has been shooting up here, which is probably one of the reasons why it's closed. Actually, definitely one of the reasons it was closed. The signs down at the road say that this is a conservation preservation area, so this is why it's been closed off. So Waldo / Sailors Diggings has an interesting history. Let's see, we're here. Can't see these from here. Gladius Bennett. Can't read that one very well. Sorry, people, my sunglasses are a little hard here. Edward W. and Frank L. Can't see a last name on any of these. And then here's a Arndt. 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 I'd have to look at that a little closer too. So anyways, up the hill here. Keep going. And then here's another one. SRTS, which I assume is probably S.R. Thurston here. S.R. and Mary L. A. Scott, so it must be a wife. Died September 3rd, 1858 looks like. Oh, aged 1 month around and 76 days, wow. Yeah, life was hard back in those days. And of course, again, here's another reason why these are being preserved. You can see remains of the probably the wife's headstone here. My experience is usually the wife was buried on the right side of the headstone. At least that's been my experience so far. And then let's see, we've got this really cool wrought iron protection for this one. And this was James Elmer, son of A.B. and Lydia A. McIlwain. Died December 27th, 1864, 2 years and 10 months. So again, just another baby up here. So anyways, Sailors Diggings is named because when gold was discovered in this area, just down the hill here, sailors ran out to Crescent City, California, and to get supplies. I think, I'm sorry, I'm doing this from memory here. I think they were trying to jump ship anyways. Remember in those days, Shanghai and Portland, Astoria was legal by the U.S. Constitution. So federal marshals would actually capture sailors and force them aboard boats. So I don't know the story of these particular sailors, but I think they went AWOL, and I think they ended up here. I think they found gold, and then went back to Crescent City, which I think is about 100, maybe 90 miles southwest of us here, and traveled up to start gold mining. While they're down there, of course, you know, they had gotten money from the gold, and came back with gold, and that kind of sparked interest in Crescent City, and all of a sudden all the ships in Crescent City no longer had sailors on them. So thus the words or the name Sailor's Diggings. It was named Waldo. Again, I don't have my notes on me, so I don't remember the year. But it was renamed Waldo after a senator, I believe, who I think he was a California senator, and he came up here and gave a speech, thinking this was in California still, because remember, we're not that far north of the California-Oregon border. So as you can see here, here's a cultural notice from the BLM, just noticing that this is an Antiquities Act protected area, so don't screw things up right here. And I just realized I saw another mark over here that I hadn't seen before, I think. Let me see if I can find it again. But anyways, this town had quite a good history. And then I believe it was in the 20s, gold just kind of petered out. The town was taken over and destroyed in the 1960s, if I remember right, and became a gravel pit. So I will kind of take you down there. Oh, look, here's a new marker here from 2011. So anyways, so the town itself just doesn't exist. It's just a huge gravel pit at this point. I'm gonna get down off the hill, and I'll start another video showing you that gravel pit and what the town looks like. I'll talk to you in a few minutes.